Good morning. All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome, students. Welcome, parents. We're so excited to have all of you here today. First of all, thank you so much to all of you who showed up yesterday. We had an amazing time. It was so great to see so many of you who we haven't seen, some of which since last March. So that was a very, very fun time. I have no voice as a result of screaming and cheering for 6 straight hours. So I won't be talking as much as I normally would, but definitely guys, thank you so much for being here. We thought it was very important that even though we did have our celebration yesterday, we still give you guys the opportunity to have as an official graduation as we can under these circumstances. So we are going to go ahead and get started. So class of 2021, you guys are definitely going to be one of the most memorable graduating classes that I will ever have. First off, you guys are the second graduating class that I have as principal of Pelham Gardens. I've watched you guys grow over the past 3 years, and I am extremely proud of who you have become. Secondly, you will be forever known as the class that graduated after a full year, over a full year of school during the coronavirus pandemic. And when schools were forced to transition to remote learning in March of 2020, you guys were instantly forced to learn how to engage with school virtually using programs like Google Classroom and Pear Deck. And it was very frustrating at times for you guys to have to adapt so quickly to a new way of going to school. But I want you to really think about how much more prepared you are for 21st century learning. The skills that you guys have acquired from all the way back when they started up until now are going to be instrumental in your academic careers. And I hope that this pandemic has also caused you to think about what's really important in your life. At your age, getting the approval of your peers may seem like the most important thing in the world, but I hope that you have learned that spending quality time with your loved ones and taking every chance you can to love and appreciate them is far more meaningful than impressing your friends. So we have to take all the lessons we've learned and become better versions of ourselves. The fact that we've seen how the coronavirus has caused so much more harm to our communities and others, it is now more important than ever that we need advocates such as yourselves to fight for a better tomorrow and ensure that something like this never happens again. Our future is in your hands. Take good care of it. And when you think back to your time at Pelham Gardens, please do not fixate on your experience during this pandemic. Please think back to the friends you made and the fun times you had in the cafeteria, the lessons you learned from teachers who loved you like you were their own children, caring staff members who kept you safe and always greeted you with a smile, and an admin team who was always willing to open up their office to you. And some of you spent a lot of time in those offices and all other offices, Mr. Napo's office, guidance counselor's office, Ms. Hennessy's office. This definitely was a class that had a lot of, let's say, personality, a lot of personality. But with that being said, guys, I want you to focus on the memories that make you smile, make you laugh, and make you realize that you weren't just part of a school, you were a member of the PGMS family, and you always will be. Now, guys, at this point, I want to introduce the salutatorians. So it is my pleasure to introduce two of our amazing graduates who happen to share the title of salutatorian. Together, they have the second highest average GPA of 96.14 and 95.86 over the last 3 years. These talented and intelligent students are two of the best and brightest at PGMS. Please join me in congratulating and welcoming the class of 2021 salutatorians, Jasmine Marte and Mahir Rahman.
Good morning, fellow graduates, parents, and staff. I know this year hasn't been the easiest, with our biggest problems being motivation, focus, and accessibility. However, we're all graduates. What does that mean to you? You all surpassed the expectations put in place for us to reach. I'm lucky enough to be giving this speech. I'm lucky enough to be sitting here with you, and I'm lucky enough to be your salutatorian. This year has not been easy. I have thought of giving up multiple times, and I have lost focus and motivation multiple times, and I know that I'm not alone. We've all been through the schooling process. However, I was able to push through. We were all able to push through. And this was all due to our lovely teachers. And for me, it was my lovely mother. They pushed me to become better, the best version of myself. Not only do I thank my 8th grade teachers, but I thank my former teachers as well. These teachers have tried their hardest to make us feel like we're in school, talking face to face. And so far, I think they succeeded. Not only do I want to thank them, but I want to thank myself as well. I forced myself to do all the assigned work. I forced myself to pay attention, even in the classes that I had no interest in. I aimed for the stars, and so far, I think I'm on the sun. What you accomplished this year doesn't only serve the purpose of making you prideful, but it also helps you learn. You'll learn work ethic, life lessons, and life skills. You will learn to be versatile, creative. You'll be prepared for adulthood. So when you leave Pelham Gardens, I want you to walk into that high school with your chest puffed out and your head held high. And make sure you show those teachers that you want to learn. And having said that, I'd like to thank all of you for guiding me towards the path of greatness. Thank you to everyone, staff, parents, and students. We did it. Good morning, fellow.
Thank you. Good morning, my fellow PGMS graduates of the class of 2021. I know all of you are just as excited as I am to finally be graduating. Yes, it would have been preferable to graduate in person, but COVID-19 has kept us all home for the past 15 months. But we as students have shown immense grit to continue our education remotely. I want to thank all our PGMS teachers for guiding us during this difficult time and showing us the light at the end of the tunnel. PGMS has been an incredible experience for us all. We have been privileged with such a caring PGMS administration and staff who have only had our best interest in mind and heart. They set high expectations because they valued our education, enriched our learning process, and wished to see us succeed. They welcomed our thoughts, ideas, opinions, and more, which kept us constantly engaged. We've had many memorable moments throughout our time at PGMS, whether it be the Color Words Field Day to the Thanksgiving feast, to decorating cookies for Christmas, celebrating ceremonies in the auditorium, the Franklin Institute Museum trip, and all the jokes and laughs we shared on the coach buses. These are memories that we made collectively. It will be these memories that we look back to with fondness as we think of our short time in this learning community. I share a personal connection with PGMS. Many of you know I have an older brother who graduated from PGMS just 2 years ago. My brother is an IEP student and he struggles a great deal with processing information. Throughout his time at PGMS, everyone, especially all of the teachers and staff, worked so diligently with him. They never at any point made him feel less of himself, which is why my family and I are grateful for their support. They welcomed me into the school with open arms and showered me with the same love and attention every student should receive. One quote that resonates with me is, "Failure is an important part of your growth. Don't be afraid to fail," by former First Lady Michelle Obama. Nothing in life is easy or guaranteed. There will be various obstacles that will arise and setbacks that can be discouraging. However, no matter what the problem may be, there will always be a solution if one has the confidence and determination to overcome it. It is my hope that you set many goals for yourself and accomplish each and every one of them at your own pace. Embrace all the difficulties because the outcomes are very rewarding. My fellow graduates, as we move on to different high schools, we should build upon our skill set and always strive to be the best we can. This world, the future depends on us. We have the power to make the changes we want to see in the world. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is our asset. And we thank PGMS for instilling this in us. I would like to take this moment and thank my family, my parents, and my siblings. I would not be who I am today without their unconditional love and support. And for the PGMS graduating class of 2021, I am so very proud of each and every one of you guys. Thank you, and I wish you all the best.
All right. So thank you again to both of those lovely ladies for the achievement that you have made for us in the PGMS community. We're all extremely proud of you. Now, good morning to all the families that are present. Good morning, graduates. First and foremost, I would like to congratulate each and every one of you on this remarkable achievement, graduating from Pelham Gardens Middle School. I truly enjoyed watching each of you grow these past 3 years, and I think it's important that you each know you will all have a special place in my heart. You all have grown wiser academically and have much to be proud of with this achievement, but also much work to do as you progress towards future milestones, with the next one being the successful completion of high school. I am certain that high school will not be a roadblock for any of you along your path to greatness. After all, you each weathered the storm that we are currently in and have shown us that not even learning remotely for an entire school year can stop you. Your resilience during this time shows that you are more than capable of overcoming any obstacle presented before you. So while you may be excited, and you should be, and maybe even anxious about what lies ahead, it is of the utmost importance that you also begin to look forward to the life that you want beyond high school. The steps to make that a reality must start right now. Over the past 3 years, we have been able to provide you with all the skills necessary to navigate the world beyond this safe space. I hope you all understand that we let you go feeling confident that you are all much more capable and prepared to tackle any obstacle. How and when you choose to apply all that we had to give you is now entirely up to you. I am grateful to have had the opportunity to work with you, and I look forward to seeing you all return from high school one day to help guide future PGMS advocates towards their path to greatness. I'm wishing you all the best in the future. Congratulations again to the class of 2021. Now, next up for the ceremony, we're going to hear a poetry reading by one of our salutatorians, Jasmine Marte. The piece is called Be Loud.
Dr. King thought, if we made peace, everything would be fine. Been peaceful for years, but met with violence. Bullseye shoot, no mercy. No matter how many cries, no matter how many screams, they will always fall on deaf ears. We have suffered for years and years, a plague in our own community. Our own people's blood rains down on us. Is it not enough bloodshed? Have we now felt the burden of being a target? Why such violence? Don't preach in Dr. King's name if you're not following it. Practice what you preach or don't preach at all. When you hear those sirens, what is your first thought? Are you okay with how we are as a community right now? Do you still feel sadness when you hear of another death? You have a voice. Use it. We are perceived to be loud, so why not prove them right? Be loud about the police brutality. Be loud about the gang violence. Be loud about statistics. Be loud about the unfair system. Be loud about what you feel. Be loud about what you suffer. Be loud about the torture you endure. We don't need to be silent. We don't need to suffer any longer. We don't need to be a statistic. Be an example for the rest of America. Speak up. Why whisper when you can shout? We need to make a change, not just complain. Be loud. Dr. King thought, if we make peace, everything.
Wow. Thank you so much, Jasmine. I have chills. That was absolutely amazing. Thank you for sharing yourself and your passion with all of us. And now to the class of 2021. Congratulations on moving forward into the next part of your academic life and journey. You are strong and resourceful young people who should be proud of all that you have accomplished so far. As you enter into high school and move forward in your lives, education, and careers, remember that all of what you have learned about yourselves and all the skills you have gained through these years. I am very grateful for having the opportunity to get to know all of you and for being part of your PGMS family. You were my first class as an assistant principal at Pelham Gardens, and as such, you will always, always have a very special place in my heart. I will miss you all greatly. Best of luck to all that you choose to do. And in the words of the poet, Jasmine Marte, be loud. You are your own greatest assets. Congratulations. We will now begin the presentation of special awards. The first awards will be the ELA Awards presented by Mr. James, Ms. Mascunana, Ms. McMahon, and Ms. Spencer.
English Language Arts Award for Class 806 goes to Paige Dixon.
The ELA Award for the English as a New Language goes to Iman Khan.
The ELA Award from Class 805 is for Ashwak Galeb.
And the ELA Award for Class 803, Jasmine Marte.
Next up are the Math Awards. From Class 803 is Matt Tesnia.
From Class 804, Damar Robinson.
From Class 802, Abina Badu.
So the Science Awards. So the Science Awards for 801 and 3 will go to Deandra Clark. The Science Award for Class 806 will go to Valerie Rowe.
Or the Social Studies Award from Class 804, Chloe Elliott.
The Social Studies Award for Class 806 is Yadayev Achivia.
The Music Award from Class 803 goes to Ismat Tasnia.
The Physical Education Award goes to no other than Sherlyn Cologne Santana.
The Social Justice Award goes to Alyssa Amate Perez.
The Spoken Word Award goes to Manuel Peter.
And now for the PGMS Core Values Awards. The Collaboration Awards. The following advocates demonstrated the core value of collaboration by working alongside their peers to maximize their own learning. Anomi Egbevwe, Jamila Moore, Amina Wakar. Reflection Awards. The following advocates demonstrated the core value of reflection by making connections between themselves, their community, and the global world. Nabila Awad, Eugene Egbivwe, Javian Patterson. The Advocacy Awards. The following advocates demonstrated the core value of advocacy by using the power of their voice to positively influence their lives and the lives of others. Alana Johns, Leori Quezada, Mia Valdez. Friendship Awards. The following advocates demonstrated the core value of friendship by treating everyone with respect and kindness and forming friendships through positive interactions within the school community. Dakota Cameron, Emmanuel Garcia, Cristobal Ocoso. Thinking Awards. The following advocates demonstrated the core value of thinking by thinking, reading, and writing critically across all content areas. Danielle Osorio Noriega, Jasmine Rondon Solano, Mario Salazar.
Next up are the 3-year honor roll awards. The following advocates have maintained an 85% overall average for their entire PGMS career. Alyssa Amate Perez, Deandra Clark, Danya Jimenez, Jasmine Marte, Jamila Moore, Mahia Rahman, Damar Robinson, Evan Suku, and Chrislaney Torres. Congratulations.
All right. So the following student has represented all of the PGMS core values and has shown outstanding leadership and academic achievement during her time at Pelham Gardens Middle School. It's been a pleasure for all of us to watch this young lady grow throughout the past 3 years. She actually left us temporarily and came right back with the same breath of fresh air that we were used to. It's been a pleasure watching you grow these past 3 years. This award is for you, Ashwak Galeb.
Now for the Principal's Award. The following student has shown tremendous social, emotional, and academic growth during his time at Pelham Gardens Middle School. And for me, I selected this student because he really embodies the type of person that we're trying to produce at Pelham Gardens. He is a true advocate. Even this year, him and a fellow student called me into a meeting and presented me with a full-on presentation on why 1 day a week they should have a day in class in which teachers can work with them on makeup assignments as opposed to presenting any new material. So he's truly shown what advocacy is all about. And that's why this award goes to Jaheem Williams.
All right, next up, I will present the Parent Award. The following parent has shown an incredible commitment and dedication to Pelham Gardens Middle School. She has served as Parent Association treasurer under 2 different presidents before being elected president herself in October of 2020. As Parent Association president, she has endured limitations, obstacles, setbacks, and even a pandemic. But through it all, she has executed her position with grace, leadership, a sense of inclusiveness, and an unwavering commitment. So it is my honor and pleasure to present the Parent Award to a person who I truly appreciate for all she has done, Yanira Ferreira.
The following students had the second highest overall grade point average for the class of 2021. You all, at least the families, hopefully you got a glimmer of their greatness from viewing their speeches at the beginning of this ceremony. It's been a pleasure watching these two young ladies grow over the 3 years. Ms. Jasmine Marte, kind of like a silent storm, quiet but fierce in the classroom. And my friend Mahir Rahman, she's one of the legacy PGMS members. Her older brother went to our school and graduated. And we had no idea that she was going to come in and be a hurricane herself. So we'd like to present you both with this award. Congratulations, ladies.
I'm sorry, I was muted. So it is now my pleasure to introduce our amazing student who has earned the title of valedictorian. The student has received the highest GPA of a 96.69 over the last 3 years. We are extremely, extremely proud of her accomplishments that she has achieved. There's not anything more that I can say about Deandra besides the fact that she is an amazing student, an amazing person representing our core values and our beliefs, and has a work ethic that we know she is going to be a success in high school, college, and beyond. So please join me in presenting this award to Deandra Clark.
Hello, family, friends, guests, teachers, and fellow graduates. I'm honored to be the valedictorian of class of 2021. I would like to thank God for guiding me and helping me to reach my achievements. I would also like to thank my mom for always supporting me and never giving up on me. Thanks to Principal Mr. McGee and the assistant principals, Ms. Adore and Mr. Morgan, for always doing the best for their students. A special thank you to the teachers who have been patient and helpful during remote learning. We know it was a hard task to do, but you all made the extra effort to reach out if we need anything. So for that, we thank you. The past 3 school years have been a struggle for us all, and it is unfortunate that we couldn't have a proper and traditional 8th grade year. However, we had to make the best of these years and we pushed through. We made it. Now let's take a moment to look back about how we got here. In the 6th grade, we were new and fresh out of elementary school. I remember when we had to sit in the hallway and we couldn't go out of our classrooms. It was wild that as 6th graders, this was happening. This showed that middle school isn't like elementary school at all. Teachers are a lot more serious about things, and this experience made us think twice about certain decisions. Some of us realized that certain behaviors were just not acceptable for middle school, like using the bathrooms as a hangout, or that talking back to your teacher is even something you should do. Oh man, what were we thinking? Now we all have matured and changed since the 6th grade. In these 3 years, we have gotten smarter, wiser, and more aware of things. I was also part of the basketball team, and being a student athlete is a lot of work. It gets really difficult to manage both, but I pushed through and I made it, and so did my former teammates who are graduating as well. Students have a social life out of school, so it is hard to manage to keep up with grades sometimes. It gets very overwhelming, especially during remote learning. That is exactly what COVID did to our 7th grade year. It was a struggle for many of us to manage all of our classes. Some of us were barely surviving and felt like we were drowning. We had to question, how do you save yourself from drowning in a sea of work? But some of us found a way to shore by swimming through the rough waters. I managed to meet the deadlines of most of my assignments, but it was hard to keep afloat. But in the end, I did it, you did it, we did it. Fast forward to our 8th grade where many things were still a challenge. High school decisions became the hurdle that we needed to cross. High school decisions were definitely time consuming and it was hard to pick the right choice since we were spending the next 4 years there, but we needed to make sure we found the right fit. Whatever high school you may be going to, you don't have to automatically think that it is a scary transition. You make the best out of the next 4 years, not the school, not other people. We have gone through a lot together, and it's definitely unbelievable to know that we are soon to be freshmen in high school. It's important that we live in the moment and not worry about the future so much. Thinking about adulthood and graduating high school is sometimes scary and sad to think about. Taking life day by day will make you cherish every little moment that you get. If the pandemic has taught us anything, it has definitely taught us to not take anything for granted. How many of us wish we could experience one more color work competition or even attend one more school trip? Even though I dislike working on group projects with other people, I do sometimes miss that chance to work together with my classmates. Sometimes you don't value something until it's gone. As I end my speech today, I want to leave you with these words. There are a lot of envious people in the world, and it's important that you're not friends with people like that. They don't want to see you succeed, and they will only be there for the ups and never the downs. In high school, there may be a lot of people like this, and it's important to protect your happiness and surround yourself with positive people. In the words of Maya Angelou, be yourself and be your own person. If you're always trying to be normal, you will never know how amazing you can be. So class of 2021, congratulations, we did it. Hello, family, friends.
Very wise words, Deandra. Hopefully everybody's paying very close attention to those jewels that you are dropping. All right, so at this point, Mr. Morgan, Ms. Ador, and myself will now begin the conferring of degrees. Take it away, Mr. Morgan.
Nadaline Abreu Nunez, Osama Abulibda, Oluwafarati Adeyemo Abiodun, Benjamin Boma Agi, Hamed Anakep, Rami Al-Saidi, Alyssa Amate Perez, Elijah Anchia, Jelani Anderson, Nabila Awad, Abina Badu, Rihanna Barrett, Xavier Bass, Amari Bethia, Shailene Breton, Dushawn Brown, Jaquan Brown, Malik Brown, Paige Bryant, Christian Cabrera, Zaire Caldwell, Dakota Cameron, Laquan Campbell, Nyla Castro, Nevaeh Cedeno, Deandra Clark, Nylea Colazo, Sherlyn Colon Santana, Jaden Crier, Alex DaCosta, Tanaya DaCosta, Damarley Davis, Paige Dixon, Tiana Doe, Malika Driscoll, Elizabeth Echeberry, Jediath Antonio Echevarria, Eugene Egbivwi, Anomi Egbivwi, Chloe Elliott, Jeremy Familia, John Lewis Feliz, Samantha Fernandez, Rafael Ferreira, Mohammed Fafana, Brianna Frias, Emily Garcia, Emmanuel Garcia, Ashwak Galeb, Lashili Ghazi,
Brianna Gillens, Kaywan Good, Christian Goodman, Asia Gordon, Amando Griffith. Gianna Harrison, Valerie Herrera Rao, Janaya Hicks, Darielle Hierro Espinal, Mohsen Hussein, Ashley Hilton, Joelle Igby, Tamaya Ingram, Dania Jimenez, Alana Johns. Danielle Jones Jackson, Tejano Joseph, Deandra Kellier, DeAndre Kellier, Iman Khan. Lewis Kittle, Kerwins LaPlante, Shantia Lewis, Joshua Lewis, Jaden Lind. Donald Lipscomb, Eliza Lopez Loriano, Haley Lopez, Anaya Mapp, Tia Mapp. Kelsey Marcus, Jasmine Marte, Moore Mbengwe, Romar Makala, Zachary McLennan. Jason Messiah, Carlos Minea, Jamila Moore, Emmanuel Impasi, Anthony Monroe. Mercedes Murillo, Angel Okafor, Christabel Okoso, Jada Opong, Danielle Osorio Noriega, Mikai Parham, Danielle Parvallo, Javian Patterson, Devontae Pierce, Camila Peralta. Jaden Perez, Manuel Peter, Marichelle Polanco Cruz, Talia Proctor, Leori Quezada.
Mahia Rahman, Michaela Reed, Wensley Reyes, Walira Reyes, Dior Reynolds, Javori Reynolds, Carlos Rios, Damar Robinson, Jasmine Rondon Solano, Safi Sada, Mario Salazar, Hakeem Saleh, Kareem Saleh, Rafael Sanchez, Michael Santos, Naomi Scarlett, Jaden Schaller, Rihanna Signius, Erdone Sefalowski, Erhan Sefalowski, Anissa Shakiri, Siobhan Shaw, Javon Shirley, Jaden Simmons, Elisha Smith Brown, Mesmerize Solin Love, Jada Lee South, Isaiah Sterling, Evan Suku, Ronaldo Taff, Isma Tasnia, Fuchsia Thomas, Natalie Thomas, Zeraine Thompson, Israel Toby, Romer Toribio, Crislani Torres, Sean Turner, Mia Valdez, Rihanna Velasquez, Samaya Wallace, Amina Wakar, Jeremiah Ward, Olivia White, Hank Williams, Jaheem Williams, Jonathan Williams, Wayne Wilson, Shaquan Worrell.
All right, congratulations to all of our graduates. To continue our celebration, we will now watch a slideshow to see how all of you have grown and matured during your time at Pelham Gardens. Our soundtrack for the slideshow was created by a few of our talented advocates. The three pieces that you will hear are Divine Move by Alana Johns, Zerain Song by Zerain Thompson, and Anxiety Driven by Jasmine Marte.
That was truly amazing. That was definitely amazing. So guys, first I want to thank the families. Without you guys, your students, your children would not be where they are today. So I want to extend on behalf of the entire PGMS staff, the hugest thanks to all of the families out there and students. I really hope you guys are thanking your families right now, because without them, you would not be as successful as you have been. I'd also like to give a huge shout out to the 8th grade team who has been working diligently with all of our graduates this year, despite being in a pandemic, mastering remote learning, ensuring that they learned whatever it is they had to learn for this year so they are adequately prepared for high school. I want to thank the support staff who has also been very helpful in ensuring our students receive any support they need in any capacity. And I want to thank all of the PGMS staff, because even teachers from previous years have been instrumental in ensuring that students have learned what it is they needed to. So definitely, job well done. It truly does take a village. I want to remind all students, even though you had your drive-through yesterday and today's a virtual graduation, the last day of school is Friday, June 25th. So please continue to log in, make sure your attendance is checked, and your teacher should be doing some fun things with you guys from now until the last day of school, which is Friday, June 25th, not today. Students, please, please, please remember, you return your devices on the 24th and the 25th. You'll be getting an email from Ms. Hennessy with more specific directions, but on the 24th and 25th, please return those devices because we need them for our incoming students next school year. So do not forget to do that. All right, now is the time we have been waiting for. It is now time for our graduates to move their tassels from the left side to the right side. So if you didn't have your cap, get it now, get your cap now, because you're gonna be moving your tassels from the left side to the right side. I'll give you guys another second if you need to hurry up and get your caps. All right, by the power vested in me by the state of New York, I now pronounce you graduates of Pelham Gardens Middle School, class of 2021. All right. That's what I'm talking about. We are all so proud of you guys. We are so proud of you. Now, don't forget, this is being recorded and we're going to post this online in case you came late, in case you wanted to watch it with your families at a later time, or you want to re-watch that slideshow and have all of their memories presented for you again. We are definitely going to post a recording of this. All right. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Once again, a sincere thank you to the parents of the graduates for your continued love and support during their years at Pelham Gardens Middle School. Well done, guys. Well done. Well done. Don't be strangers. Don't be strangers. Definitely come back and visit. We want to hear all about the amazing things that you do in high school and beyond. We are so proud of you guys. All right, remember this recording